It's 8:13 in the morning. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM. It's Joe Pittman time. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Good morning, Todd. How are you?
Wonderful. Haven't seen you since they kicked off the United Way campaign for this year. Very successful and had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Very successful. It was a great event. The College Lodge ended up being a really cool venue. We had a tremendous amount of volunteers and people that chipped in to make it a pretty special evening. So we were pretty excited with how it went. And there was a good roof over it if it was a pretty rainy night. So it worked out pretty well in that regard.
And a great way to kick off a campaign. You made a lot of money that night, and you certainly opened a few eyes as well. So the campaign is now a few weeks old, and one of the great things about the United Way campaign is there is always something new, something innovative. You bring back some of the old traditions that have always worked for you to help raise funds, to help all of these agencies that United Way gets involved with. What do you have coming up next?
Well, you're right. It's a mix of something old and something new, if you will. Immediately coming up next, we have a pretty neat offer from TriStar Motors, which I know you all have been advertising currently. But if you go there on Saturday, September 22nd, and take a test drive, they'll put the $20 donation in your name to the United Way. And so it's a pretty simple way of raising a few dollars for the cause. And we're excited that they came to us with that offer, and look forward to helping them make it a success.
Yeah, it doesn't even cost you anything.
No, just take the drive, and that's all you have to do. So as the ad says, we're asking for money, but not from you. So, so it works out pretty well.
Yeah,
so.
that's a wonderful way to do those. Those test drive promotions are just wonderful, especially when they're directed to causes such as this.
Yeah, and it shows that the way the United Way raises their funds is not just in big, large chunks, but there are so many examples of events that we have where a few dollars here, a few dollars there, they really add up and they make a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same way with our pancake and sausage event on Election Day up at Indiana Regional Medical Center. And then also the other real big thing we have is the Turkey-thon coming up with Bill and what he does the Saturday before Thanksgiving here at Renda. And we've been working with Bill on that pretty closely already, and it's off to a very, very positive start. So we're very encouraged by that as well. So,
wonderful. So as the campaign unfolds and more events come along, I'm sure that we'll see a lot of you. But how has it gone so far? I don't know if you do comparisons month by month, week by week of the campaign, but what's it been like compared to previous years?
It's gone very well. It's hard to, it's hard to gauge because as the campaign goes along, you have swings that are very positive, and then you have some steps back. But it's gone well. I mean, we have, as I mentioned in our previous show, and I want to mention them again, we've established a one-time sponsorship level for the campaign throughout the year. And that was a tremendous success. It brought us in a lot of money up front, which has really gotten us off to a fast start in the effort to reach our goals. So I do want to give a shout-out to them. Our community leaders are Affordable Interiors, Colonial Motor Mart, Toyota, Mark Arbuckle, Nissan, Krebs United Publications, First Commonwealth Bank, Highmark, the Ruschini Group, and UPMC Health Plan. At the gold level, we have Government and Civil Employee Services and Indiana Regional Medical Center. At the silver level, we have InFirst Bank and S&T. And at the bronze level, we have Aaron Ludwig Law, CNB Bank, Community Foundation for the Alleghenies, Holsinger, Clark and Armstrong, Marion Center Bank, PNC Bank, Smith Lewis Chess and Company, and Senator Don White. And so we've really developed a pretty robust level of sponsors, and that's gotten us off to a very fast start.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. I'm sure the door's open for anybody else that wants to come on.
The door remains open, and we're happy to take any levels of support. And that's one of the things we showed with the Rose Society dedication just a couple weeks ago over at the courthouse as well, where we dedicated a plaque in honor of all those individuals that give at what's called the Rose Society level, which is at $1,250 individually. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're moving right along.
It's moving right along. Remember last year when we got toward the end of the campaign and Lori was in here almost every other day. I just want to remind you that Lori was going home and making candy for people for the United Way. I don't know what your candy making skills are, but that's a lot of pressure on you.
Unfortunately, I don't have candy making skills. I don't have pasta making skills. If you remember, she had the pasta dinner the summer of her campaign. None of that's going to happen with me. That's just not my wheelhouse. And if I did, it would probably cost us money and not make us any.
But it just talks really about the innovative ways and how people think of whatever they can because they know the importance of the United Way campaign.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you see the events that are occurring in the Carolinas right now, your hearts go out to those folks, but it should be a reminder to everybody that it's important to give and to support your friends and neighbors when they're in their most need.
Oh yeah, I mean, just this week that's been demonstrated here in Indiana. Yeah. Clymer had some devastating floods. Homer City, some floods. From working in Senator White that those are things. I think people think, okay, government's going to step in here and take care of it. It's really not the government's responsibility. They do what they can.
Right, and the government is what it is. It's a very large bureaucracy, and so you're dealing with candidly trying to turn the Titanic. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you talk about what the United Way raises and what we do with the funds, I mean, we keep it here, we raise it here. We're actually trying to bring dollars from outside in, and hopefully support our community that way.
Yeah. Okay, so this event, the test drive event, is where and when?
September 22nd at TriStar Motors in Blairsville. So next Saturday.
The Blairsville location of TriStar Motors.
At the Blairsville location.
Because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But terrific. Folks know about that now. They can put that on their calendar ahead of time. For folks who want to schedule United Way to come in, and maybe they have a business, an office, and they want them to come in and help to set up an employee campaign.
Right.
That's certainly available, yes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do that all the time. You can look, as they say, Google us. We're on Facebook. We're online. 655 Church Street is our office. So, yeah, reach out to us. We can set up an employee campaign. We've done several already. The school districts have been very generous to us in allowing us to go in on the in-service days. Mm-hmm. We visited Purchase Line, we visited Indiana, United, the Technology Center, and the Intermediate Unit already. And so we've made an appeal to the school districts. In a lot of ways, we feel like the mission of the United Way and the mission of school districts align quite a bit. Mm-hmm. If you look at our partner agencies, a lot of it has to do with early childhood intervention, childhood development, early education opportunities, and obviously if we can get people off to a good start at an early age, we're all better off.
And just to remind people of just how broad the scope is for United Way, you help how many agencies and organizations in Indiana County?
Well, we have 15 partner agencies.
Yeah.
And those are the agencies that we directly have a partnership relationship with. If you have an interest in making a donation to an entity outside of that partner group, that's something that we can also be helpful with as well. But those agencies in particular are the ones that we focus on supporting and supporting their efforts.
Terrific stuff.
Yeah.
Joe, thanks for coming in.
Sure.
We appreciate that.
My pleasure. Thank you, and I'm sure I'll be back. And we appreciate your time and what you give us to spread the good word.
Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime. We'll do it. And that's Joe Pittman, and that was, by the way, on Facebook Live. I should have said that at the beginning rather than at the end, but then folks can go to Facebook and they can watch it.
Yeah, we'll have it posted.
Very good.
All right.
You.
Thanks, Todd.
The voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM.